Hello everybody! So I'm finally getting to the video that I've been wanting to do for a while, and it is my journey to vegetarianism. So this is going to be a kind of long, raw video, not too long I hope, but I'm just going to let you know the gist of why I'm vegetarian and why it sort of happened and things like that. So let's kind of go back to 2001, back to when I was 11 years old. My mom had gotten the gastric bypass, and basically what that is, they cut your stomach to a very small size and you can't eat very much. That's sort of the gist of it. It's for obese people. My mom wasn't very obese at the time, but she had tried everything, and it was very successful for her. But that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about why I'm vegetarian. Basically, you really can't eat the way you used to eat. So my mom kind of cut out red meat from her diet, and I decided to go ahead and do that with her. You may think, oh, well, 11 years old is pretty young to do that. No, not really. I mean, I was still having protein in my diet. I was still eating very regular for a 11-year-old. I still kept chicken in my diet for the time being. I didn't fully turn vegetarian until my teens. But it was a not very hard struggle. I mean, I still ate pretty much everything that I could, being only having chicken in my diet. So my mom didn't cook red meat anymore. She kind of just put it out of everybody's diet. So if my other two sisters wanted meat, they had to go get it somewhere else, excluding me, because I just wanted to do that with my mom. So for the next 5 years or so, because my mom ended up passing away in 2005 due to having the gastric bypass. And if you guys want to go ahead and know that story and things or whatnot, comment down below. I can go ahead and make a separate video of my mom passing away and things like that, or if you guys even want to know about that. But she ended up passing away due to that. That's pretty much the gist of it. So I continued on the journey of being vegetarian at the time, and I was 15, so I was still having chicken. I had not touched red meat for about a good 4 to 5 years, until 2007, when I kind of had a setback, and I was at my friend's house. And this is a place we would go after school all the time, so it would just be like, oh, okay, let's go to my friend's house, da-da-da-da. And her grandma would always cook for us. So I remember her grandma saying, oh, does Priscilla want to eat? And she's like, oh, grandma, you know, she doesn't eat meat. So I would usually have rice and beans at my friend's house after school. But for some odd reason, the meat smelled really good to me. So I was like, screw it, I'm gonna have a piece of meat. Well, that didn't turn out so well. When you haven't had meat in your stomach for about a good 4 to 5 years, it's going to hurt your stomach. It's not going to be a very good outcome. So I remember the piece of meat she gave me was about that big. I can only intake about that much. I remember I was in the bathroom right after. Sorry, TMI, I'm going to be a little open with you guys, and that's just the way I am. I'm very honest. I ended up being in the bathroom for about a good 10 to 15 minutes. That's how bad my stomach hurt. I was just like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I just ate that piece of meat. I felt so bad, but it smelled really good. And some people may think like, you didn't have to eat it, or da-da-da-da. Well, you know what? I wanted to eat it. It smelled really good to me. So I wanted to try it and see how my stomach would handle it. It didn't handle it very well. So I just stuck with chicken again. I was about 17 now. Come 2008, 18 years old, and I had another mishap, and I ended up having a hamburger. And again, my stomach was very hurt very much. I was just like, what am I doing? Why am I going back to the meat? Why is my body craving it? And I noticed during that specific time in the month, for us ladies, you know what that is, I would crave the meat a lot. My body would crave milk and shakes and things like that. And I don't know if it was just the cravings or if I was just like, oh my gosh, I really want something sweet, or I really want something that's good and yummy. I went back to it, and I don't know why I did that for those 2 times. Now, as far as let's kind of talk about the intake of food that I would eat. I was never really a milk person. Saying by that, I'm not a milk person now. I don't even touch milk or any dairy products for that matter. I barely found out that I was lactose intolerant about a year ago. Saying that, whenever I did have something milk-like product, my stomach would hurt. I don't know why. Have I always been lactose intolerant? Probably, and I just noticed it now. Whenever I did have cereal, it was always 1% milk. Milk had always grossed me out, so I had always only put about that much just to get my cereal soggy. So ice cream and Jello, things that had to do with animal byproducts. Jello, I stopped eating Jello a long time ago. Even before I was stopped eating meat, because it freaked me out knowing that there was animal stuff in there to make Jello. So I never touched the stuff, anything that had to do with gelatin, like gummy bears, Jello, things like that. If nobody knows that, well, now you know that there's animal byproducts that make Jello and things like that. So kind of gross. Ice cream, don't really touch the stuff. Hurts my stomach, like I said. After I found out that I was lactose intolerant, I just kind of quit ice cream. Anything that has to do with dairy, I kind of just put it out of my diet, which I noticed a very good amount of weight that had been lifted off me. Was I trying to lose weight? No. I just noticed that a couple inches and a couple pounds came off my face and off my body, which I was pretty like, okay, cool. Well, I guess I needed that in a way, but not really. So, when I started to be, sorry, like brain fart, I was trying to think where I was at. From 18 to now, I've had some mishaps here and there where, again, I would crave meat, but I have never fully gone a month or a week of just eating meat. I've done it probably once a month, but it's probably been only 2 years that has happened since I was 18. So I think it only happened in 2011 and 2012. After that, I've been fully vegetarian. I have not touched chicken, and I don't touch meat. I don't touch any animal byproducts. I do everything natural. I like to go and shop at Trader Joe's. Fresh and Easy is another place I like to buy my food at. That's about it. I mean, if you're barely starting to be a vegetarian or pescatarian, or however you say it, do it to your advantage. Do it to where you can do it. Don't just start off cold turkey and be like, okay, I'm going to take off meat like I did at 11. Some people can handle it, some people can't. That's why I still kept chicken in my diet, because if I went full like vegetarian at that age, I don't think I can handle it. So if you're going through this right now and you're, wondering any questions, leave a comment down below and I will try to answer them as much as possible, or to my knowledge, because everybody's different. I know I'm not the healthiest vegetarian that's out there. As for food like I eat, like I said, I shop at Trader Joe's and Fresh and Easy. I like to eat a lot of salads. I make soy meat a lot. If you guys don't know what that is, basically ground up soy. It looks like meat, but it's not. I like to use the brand Morningstar. They have a lot of breakfast stuff, lunch stuff, hot dogs. So I still eat the same way, except I do it in a soy way. Everything that I eat is probably soy, salads. I do drink a lot of protein. The protein that I do use is either muscle milk. There's this one called whey, I think. There's a different couple ones that I use. My sister's also on protein, so I kind of use hers as well. I mean, there's so many different ways you can tackle on vegetarianism, and it's a great way to live, I think, because it's just, you feel so much better, and you see a difference in your skin and your body, and just the way that you eat is better for you. But that's about it. That's my journey with it. I'm 24 now, and I am sticking by this. No more mishaps. No more eating meat because I crave it. There's so many things that you can take in to get your protein, like fruits and veggies. I definitely keep those on hand all the time. I like to keep apples with me. I slice them up, and I'll put some chili powder on there. I like to keep nuts and almonds in my bag as well. If you guys don't know, you're only supposed to have a handful of almonds a day. That's also just a little knowledge there for you guys if you didn't know. But that's about it. So that is my journey with vegetarianism. If you guys liked it, please give it a thumbs up. I hope it helped you. And again, if you guys are going through this at the time and you're just like, I don't know if I can do it, you definitely can do it. I believe in you. You gotta believe in yourself. Give this video a like and subscribe to me, you guys. I'm gonna leave all my links down below. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments and I will answer them, again, to the best of my knowledge. So it is Friday, and I hope you guys have a great weekend. Bye.